Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. Welcome to my channel. My name is Samuel and I want to make self-growth normal. If you want to make self-growth normal, because I don't want to do it alone, who doesn't want to make self-growth normal? Then make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps with ranking and SEO and all this other stuff, and I really appreciate it because so much work goes into making these videos. This is a rare book. It's the type of book that tells you, hey, here's that thing that you're not doing that you should be doing, but you don't know what it actually is because you have 17 billion other things that are on your mind every second, every day. And to put it simply, this book is its own title. Like a lot of other books, in my opinion, that I review. Like it's all about taking an amount of responsibility that is so great that it's like, okay, it's my fault that I got hit by that car last night. I used to have horrible problems with this. But then I listened to the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. And about a year later, I found this book. But you know, people associate that with pain because it makes everything seem more stressful from the outside in. But on the inside out, I'd rather have too much responsibility than not enough, or worse, too little. And I didn't really feel that way until I realized why. Taking responsibility for everything ensures you that there is nothing that you cannot handle. There is nothing that you do not have power over. It means there is no limit to your influence over the environment around you. Sounds pretty empowering to me. The author says that extreme ownership requires leaders to look at an organization's problems through the objective lens of reality without emotional attachment to agendas or plans. So one thing that makes this book so unique is all the different stories, of course, from the Navy that these guys brought to the table. I don't remember the last time I heard any book that talked about any sort of way that, more than anything, leadership applies to any active military branches. The closest thing I could possibly name to that is Startup Nation by Dan Center and Saul Singer. But that's because that's about Israel, and Israel's army, when you're 18, you have to go there. It's not like the US where you have a choice. But what's so extraordinary about all this is that I noticed how ideas like prioritizing and executing your plans, simplifying just about everything you can to save as much time and energy and everything as possible, so you can systemize it, being the first to say, I'm the one who did us all wrong more than anyone else, so let's do something constructive about this. These things are so crucial in any thriving business. If you don't believe me, I urge you to work for one. It seems like, to some degree, the concepts highlighted in this book, like the ones I just mentioned, they are all very first principle. Like, they apply to just about anything. Sports teams, education, government, Supreme Courts, hospitals. What doesn't it apply to? Parenting, relationships, platonic and romantic. Like, this is leadership. And there are, sometimes with these book reviews, one or two different things that stick out to me like crazy. So let's talk about, and this is actually another book by Jocko Willink and I think Leif Babin called The Dichotomy of Leadership. Let's talk about that, because toward the end of the book that's actually highlighted greatly. I don't know about you guys, but I love looking at things from every perspective, or at least the most important, holistic, universal, first principle ones. So I don't have to spend as much time struggling to communicate with other people when I and those other people are in pursuit of some goal together. Like, come on, let's make things happen. We have better things to do with our time together than not understand each other any faster than we already are. So if you are on too much of one side of any pair of traits I am about to list, and this is not the whole list that's in the book, you can easily get a lot out of checking yourself in order to not wreck yourself by going further toward the by moving your way back to the middle of the dichotomy. A good leader must be confident but not cocky, courageous but not foolhardy, competitive but a gracious loser, I've been learning that when I work, attentive to details but not obsessed by them, that one too, strong but have endurance, a leader and a follower, humble but not passive, aggressive but not overwhelming, quiet but not silent. Calm but not robotic, logical but not devoid of emotions, close with the troops but not so close that one becomes more important than another or the good of the team, not so close that they forget who's in charge, Again, the rest is in the book. Quotes. There can be no leadership where there is no team. Instead of letting the situation dictate our decisions, we must dictate the situation. A person's greatest strength can become his greatest weakness if he doesn't know how to balance it. Direction 1. The author says that this book serves as a guide for leaders who aspire to build, train, and lead high-performance winning teams, and for any leader, team, or anyone in general who is looking to better themselves. I'm not sure who else I'd recommend this book to. Direction 2. If you like this book, I definitely recommend checking out the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. And in my opinion, Brené Brown is just extraordinarily underrated in the leadership study department of business operations, if you will. Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check it out and read the reviews. That and all the other books that I mentioned in this video as well, if you want to check those out too. If there are any other books that you guys want me to check out and review, please let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you checked out this book and you liked it. But hey, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because I don't get why people watch this far into my videos and they don't subscribe. But if you have subscribed and you want to turn it up just a notch and turn on that notification bell to receive a notification every time I drop a new video, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can find me everywhere, and I will see you then.